You're watching Dr. Amir Sankofa Kwele live. Make sure you stay tuned, hit that like button, and subscribe. It's going down.
Hi-yo! I always hated when Oprah did that. That was always weird to me. What does that mean? Oh, that was so annoying. Any rate, so today, greetings, everyone. And I hope everyone is looking forward to hearing my review today on this flipping movie. Where do I begin? Well, first of all, my mic is not on, so maybe I begin with turning on my mic. How about now? Can you hear me? Do I sound like somebody that's trying to become a YouTuber, a decent YouTuber that can have some fun? Yeah, this is really creepy. Okay, so y'all, let me adjust my mic. I'm trying to get used to it. And I'm actually getting ready to get another type of mic because this one's cool. This one will probably be a mic maybe I will pass on to. Maybe it's a typical mic that I will end up passing on to somebody else that will certainly look forward to me in this mic. How about that? Me and my mic. Okay. Any rate, let me do this little dang on movie review. And of course, my partner right now currently is not with me. And again, let's give some prayer to my partner. She's unable to join me this week, but hopefully she will be able to join me next week. I look forward to her joining me next week. Let me just, of course, send out people coming to my live here so you guys can watch me and become entertained by my wonderful, cute face. I'm cute, girl. I'm cute, y'all. So hopefully y'all can stay tuned and get with the because I'm really excited about, making some stuff happen, making some things happen here. So I'm just trying to get everybody to notify to come and watch my live. I will get started here shortly. Let me get into my comments. Boom. Let me get to my comments. Now, because I am on Facebook, I'm on my business page, as well as my personal Facebook, as well as my YouTube. I have to, of course, send in to my Instagram to let people know that I am live, and even go as so far as to go into my Twitter to let people know that I'm alive. I mean, well, yeah, of course I'm alive, but I want y'all to come on in here and take a look-see, a gander, Twitter. I'm going to my Twitter. It doesn't do notifications yet. I don't have it set up just yet. It wasn't as easy as you would think it would be to set up onto my Twitter. But hey, I'm getting there. I'm a machine coming. I'm a machine. You can do it. I'm a machine that you can do it. Right. Okay. So I sent it out to my Twitter. So let me go to my Instagram. What I don't like about Instagram here currently is Instagram don't really like you post links, because a lot of times now what they want you to do is they want you to pretty much go to your to their business page, and I don't necessarily want to set my information up on my business page, you know, all that much. So of course, you know, I have to post in a weird way here. So hopefully people will get a hold of me. Okay, I think I've posted it sufficiently enough. I have three people. How you doing, Oshun? How you doing? Don't need no man. Stop telling me I do. What's up, positive side? Positive side of dark, rather. Sorry, you know. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Okay, so let's talk about this dang on movie. Well, first of all, let's talk about who this movie stars. Now, first, let's go into I read what the movie talked about. I'm gonna do a brief rendition about what the critics say what the movie consists of. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. Uh, mm, Let me pull up the movie here. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Stand by. All right, hold on. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull up this dang on movie, and I'll tell you. Number one, this movie does show a couple of people who I kind of like watching anyway. Bruce Willis has definitely came a long way on the terms of his acting, so I got to give it to him. I can't hate on that. So basically, this movie looks like it came out in 2016. But of course, I didn't know about this movie in 2016. However, I do know about it now, you know, after going to Netflix. So this movie can be found on Netflix. Now, this movie it looks like it had an estimated budget of $15 million. The movie was directed by Stephen C. Miller. Okay. And basically it starred Christopher Melanoni. He also played in Oz, the show Oz, and he also played in SWV Law and Order. He played in that. So he had a lot of, you know, little films. I'm really known in watching him more in movie series. And he's a really good actor, I think. Bruce Willis, and of course, I like, you know, Die Hard. Willis played in a lot of roles. David Bautista. Of course, we know him from wrestling. He also played in Avengers. He also played in what is that? What else was that movie called? Shoot, the Avengers trilogy. One of those. He definitely played in both of the Avengers, and I liked him in both of those movies, and all of those movies. And basically, it stars in playing with Christopher playing a FBI agent investigating a series of brutal bank robberies that seem to be personally targeting ruthless CEO played by Willis. Okay, so that's pretty much what it was for me. First of all, let's discuss on the terms of the movie and what I felt like. It was I mean, to be honest with it, guys, I was expecting the movie to be pretty decent, right? Because of the players, because of the people that played in the movie. So of course I expected it to be you know, certain people. I expected it to be pretty decent. So I found that the movie was interesting, and I do believe it was worth seeing. So I'll give my ratings, but let's first talk about what the movie was about. So basically, you had the character of Christopher character. I forgot what the name of his character. What was the name of his character? Basically, I think his character was Jonathan, if I remember correctly. Jonathan. And long story short, Jonathan had actually had a wife and children, had a wife and a child, and basically they were murdered during some type of home invasion, or well, not excuse me. It wasn't he didn't have children. I'm confusing movies. Okay. So basically what it was is he had a wife who was like a DA, who was under undercover, and she was trying to uncover some type of a drug ring. And long story short, she was murdered. Okay, and the person that murdered her, they did catch and put in jail. Okay, so so he had like a certain way about that. So what he was doing was, basically, people were basically robbing the bank, uh, and it was like really executed very perfectly, right? So by then, of course, and it almost looked like as if they were trained, army trained. It looked really good. So, long story short, and I'm going to try to make it a short story. What he did was he was in process of hiring another FBI agent to come into the field, and of course, he was kind of like this jerk off type of character, and his, Batista's character, Dave Bautista's character, was pretty much like, I guess a really good friend of his, someone that he really trusted, that understood him, that understood his asshole ways, because he was actually an asshole himself. It takes an asshole, no asshole. So they got along pretty good. So they were in the process of hiring this little nerdy guy. So this little nerdy guy came in and interviewed for the position, and he went ahead and did like a trial basis type of thing. So of course, Bruce Willis, being this jerk off who a CEO of a bank, he had a lot of money, and long story short, his brother wind up getting kidnapped, and his brother was into the armed services, and he was kind of one of those brothers who was, although his family was rich, he frowned on capitalism type of thing. And he was, he loved his family, but he was kind of like against. So long story short, he was murdered. He was kidnapped and murdered. Okay. So of course, he had a baby by a young lady. Did he have a baby by a young lady? No. I'm mixing movies. No, he didn't have a baby by a young lady, but pretty much he had a woman that he really was in love with, or they were married or something to that effect. And so she was a singer. Okay. And she always sang at a club. And some reason, during a certain period of time, someone always would drop by some money for her. I think that they did have a child. If I remember correctly, they did have a child together. If I can almost quote that, okay, y'all be patient with me. So from there, they had basically decided. So someone would always come and check and visit her and drop off a bag of money or whatever. So basically, because he was in the army, they wouldn't even drop off. They kept his body, so she never had a proper burial for him. Okay. Now remember that she never saw the body. She was just given the information that he was murdered. Okay. And of course, Bruce Willis' character was this rich prick who owned banks and things like that. And of course, his banks were being hit, and they would murder certain people, or they would kidnap certain people and force them into the bank. And certain people was killed during the process, but they had ties. They had political ties. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I think this is one of those types of movies where I would tell people to watch it, because it has a lot of twists and turns. But what I will, and I don't want to, usually I will do a spoiler for you guys. I would always tell you basically what happened. Please like the video too, by the way. Normally I would give you a spoiler, and I am. But I'm not going to tell you everything that happens. I gave you the gist of the movie. It's about bank robbery, about a rich prick. Long story short, the particular person who was missing or who was murdered was the Bruce Willis character was basically had something to do with his own brother being kidnapped. But the team never killed his brother. Okay. And so the reason why the bank robbers were robbing the banks was because they well, actually the brother was in on it. His own brother was in on it. And he did was aware that he was supposed to inheritance a certain amount of money, and Bruce Willis did not want him to inherit any money, so he had him kidnapped and whacked. Okay. And then even going further into the situation, the FBI agent was in on it as well, the newly hired one. Okay. And they were trying to get the character of Christopher's character to fall in line with the situation. But of course, he was one of those play by the book. At least he was in the beginning. But toward the end, you will see what's going to happen toward the end. But what I would rate the movie, I would certainly rate the movie to be pretty much, and I'm going to be honest with you, 10 being the highest, I would rate the movie a 9.5. I thought the movie was pretty good. I thought it was well drawn out. I enjoyed it. I pretty much figured it out. And I think that most of you, while watching the movie, will pretty much figure out the point of it. And you will pretty much figured out, well, why wouldn't they allow the body to come to her, to come to the wife? And just by the way that they handle things, and excuse me, there was a lot of things that took place during the time of the apprehension, and you do actually see a few bank robberies that did occur during the time of the movie. So you did get to see that, and they don't show their faces until you don't find out who was involved toward the end. Bruce Willis' character, a total prick. He did an excellent job at playing a prick. Christopher will never fail you, because he's really, I would call him a method actor. I think he's an asshole for real, though. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if he is, but he definitely plays a good asshole. But asshole good guy type of thing. You know what I mean? But I really believe Bruce Willis was very believable in the role of his character. I really found it to be extraordinary. I was definitely pleased with the way that the graphics were in the film. The filmography was really well shot. I think that the screenplay was really good. The screenplay was really good. It was well thought out. All of the actors, even the well-known actors to the unknown actors, did really good. And I was very much, I was impressed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very impressed with the film. I think Batista is definitely, I think he's really found his Jewish after wrestling. I think that he's a really good actor. I'm really happy that he is an actor now. I really enjoy him as an actor. I really liked him in wrestling. So wrestling does take some acting, though. Let's be honest, right? The true wrestling, right, takes some acting, and I think it was an easy transfer for him. I think it was definitely an easy transfer for him. Yeah, I know I'm trying to adjust this mic, but I thought it was an easy transformation for him. I didn't think it was that hard of a reach. It's not like he's doing an emotional film, but I think the end really, the very end, I think the end really will open up your eyes to the character, and really you can certainly empathize with a person who loses their life because they're in the fight for justice, because they're trying to get justice, because they're trying to get drug dealers off the street. You know, his wife was, and he certainly is trying to have the character of good and bad, although he's a jerk and a prick and an asshole, but he still has the energy of his character was based off being a good person, based upon wanting justice and based upon wanting people to follow the laws. And and his character went into a rationale thinking of the blurred lines of good and evil and law versus character, and understanding why sometimes you do in certain cases, sometimes you do have to go beyond laws and go beyond right, wrong, yes, no, maybe so. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's not always, lines can be blurred in that fashion. Especially when it comes to bad people. Especially when it comes to bad people. When you have bad people, sometimes lines can be blurred because you start thinking about, justice for all. And sometimes the rich keep getting richer and the poor keeps getting poorer. And even if, by a boy assassinating trying to assassinate his brother, he still he still would have gotten away with it. It wouldn't really matter because again, he had all these senators and all these different people in his pocket, and later to find out some of the senators and some of the people experienced these things, and there was just a lot of fishiness that was going on. And it's really what the movie I can see happening in real life, to be honest with you. Some parts of it anyway, probably not all of it, but majority of it I can certainly expect it to happen in real life. So we definitely have to understand the blurred line scenario. Things can become blurred lines, if you will. Please like the video. So pretty much I felt like it was a pretty good movie. It did not fail me in any kind of way. I mean, anytime you have Bruce Willis and you have Christopher Mellon, or whatever the pronunciation of that name, I probably butchered it up, but he's a really good character. He plays a really good character. I've seen him play a bad guy. I've seen him play a good guy. I've seen him play the blurred lines character. You know what I mean by blurred lines? Like good, evil, and beyond it. I've seen him play all of those characters, and he definitely brought a sensitivity to the character in an asshole-ish type of way. Bruce Willis never fails to be an asshole, to play an asshole. I've saw him play a good character, a bad character. He was playing a bad character in this particular role. Of course, he was the bad guy. So I think he did good as a heel. Some wrestling talk, but he did excellent as a heel. So I was definitely excited about that. So I'm telling you guys, it's really pretty good. It's pretty good. So if you like action film, it definitely had a lot of action in it. It definitely it won't leave you hanging because it did have some action within it. You definitely get to see some action. It did have some sensitivity within it. It didn't have like how most movies always have like a love interest or someone's in love type of thing. It wasn't that type of movie. It wasn't like a love interest in it somewhat. The only love interest that you probably find is with the millionaire's brother and his wife or what have you, but they don't show their connection. You know what I mean? So you're not going to necessarily find that love interest type of factor within this movie. And see, not all movies need a love connection type of situation. Not all of them require that. Some movies just need to get down to it. You do see it's one of those movies where it's like a mystery type of thing, and you do have to tend to find out the mystery. And I basically blew the hat off of the shelf for you already, so pretty much you're gonna already know the movers and shakers. But the thing is, you're not gonna necessarily understand the plot lining, and it's more characters and it's more twists and turns to what I'm saying. But nevertheless, I did really enjoy the movie. I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to do something really quick for you guys because I had been promising to do this movie. So I wanted to somewhat get this out the way. So I definitely look forward to you all next week. Hopefully my partner in crime will be joining me next week for the movie. And also stay tuned for my other reviews on my other shows. Please go back. If you have not already saw it, please go back and watch. I have did 90 Day Fiance from last week. I also did Love After Lockup. So definitely stay tuned to that. Go back and watch that. And probably possibly sometime this week, I will do a sample reading video. So definitely stay tuned to that. And I will do some parallels with some readings. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And I also want you all to take a look at my shirt. Boom. Boom. Anti-normal. Okay. So definitely pay attention to my shirt. Definitely get definitely get Amira's custom designs. I certainly do have that available on my website, as well as my herbs and other products that I certainly produce. And you can also get a water bottle. I definitely have water bottles, and I have all kind of terrific items. I also have cognition cards. I have 8 of them. They're really pretty cool, and you can use this while you're doing some form of meditation. When you're needing to be in tune, these certainly will help you to get in tune, and it actually comes with a kit. This is not just the 8 cards that you're going to get in the kit, but you will get more within the kit. Go to my website, www.ask314, and I certainly look forward to you guys. And I hope I am giving off good vibes there. Don't need no man tell me what to do, as well as positive side of dark. You know, I hope I'm giving off good vibes. I'm trying. Well, I'm not trying. So I'm just being myself. So hopefully me being myself will give you those good vibes that you all require, right? So what else I was going to say? So just go to my website. Definitely check me out. I certainly look forward to building with each and every one of you. Tell a friend, tell a grandmother, tell everybody in your family that myself and Sister Angel are doing movie reviews, and we will also get into other reviews as well. Anyway, thank you, and namaste. I really appreciate everybody, and I want everybody to have a blessed energy.
You're watching Dr. Amira Sankofa Kwele live. Make sure you stay tuned, hit that like button, and subscribe. It's going down.
Death is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The cemeteries are full of people who've passed from a preventative illness. With the correct approach, you not only extend your chances of preserving your life, but you will improve the quality of your life with a natural approach. The earth provides energy healing herbs for the benefit of mankind.
Hello, I'm Amira Sankofa Kweli here at Ask Life Coaching Ministries. We're located at 1921 West Broadway. We've been in the healing business for over 20 years. To order my products, go to www.ask314life.com. I'm available 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Namaste.